World of YouTube. I am in Oxford, Mass. Site of the Huguenot Fort. The reason why I've come out here today, I was supposed to do another video for the location of the sacred stone that was thrown in to a pond near Oxford High School, but due to the fact that it's now a swimming hole for the kids and everything, and they got a new recreation water park there. I didn't know that. I have to come out back to that spot in the fall when the swimming hole shuts down. But I also wanted to get to this spot too, and other spots throughout Oxford, Mass. This is a literally huge infested area of Indian living, stomping grounds. And the reason why I brought this one to the attention is due to the fact of more stories of brutal Indian stories, that Indians are just savages, and they're not. Now back over here we have the cross of where the Indians burned down the fort, rather a house that the Johnson family owned. I have my son here. And it was in 1687, well after the King Philip's War. But I think this might have been also, what was it? I think could have been just before the King William's War, or even in the King William's War. I'm not sure yet, but due to this, and the reason why I've started all my videos for this is due to the fact that every time you read about the Indians, it's all about how they killed, and this one right here, perfect example. Just like the Mary Goodnow story. Here we have, the Johnson family. 2 children, husband, wife. Killed savagely by the Indians and burned down their house. It doesn't say why they burned down the house. It doesn't say, why they came to this spot to do what they did. And that's what my stories are here for. That's why I'm advocating for the Indian spirits, for the Indian nation. If you ever see an Indian, they're just as well as deserved respect as our military soldiers. Due to the fact, and I'll keep saying it throughout my videos, we are now in a war with ISIS, the Middle East, and all these scumbags that come over here, and now, we can't say the Pledge of Allegiance. We can't say God bless you. We can't say Merry Christmas. All this stuff that was originally formed from the beginning of the time of the United States was built and put together, and everything's changing. Well, how do you think the Indians felt when things began to change for them? And I've been noticing a lot that these meadows, just like this, I'm sure this was once Indian land, and the white man got a hold of it due to the fact of, they were, conniving and hustling the land from the Indians, giving them what they want to hear. And of course, that's when the King Philip War broke out, due to the fact of these things. And the white man, of course, even did Indians to slavery. So, if you think about slavery, all you think about is probably the colored people from Africa being sold for slaves. Well, they weren't just the only ones. It was also the Indians. So, it's just sick and sad to say about what all this had to come to, due to this place being now a monument it's hard to say, Huguenot fort. I mean, I give my respects to the family who have lost their lives, but you gotta remember they were in a time of where they were pretty much trying to overpower the Indians. And I think it should be said and told, and off of Huguenot Road in Oxford, you can find this spot. And it's off of Fort Hill Road, off of Huguenot Road, to pay your respects. But also you should pay your respects to the Indians too. Because I'm sure there was a reason why they came and did what they did. Just like to say, I believe it was France that came over here and tried to swindle the Indians to give them back their lands or share their lands, not make them sign treaties and stuff like the English did, make them change their names. I think the France was trying to manipulate the Indians and stuff like this, stories like this, sad to say, happened, but it happened. And that's why I'm here, to tell the tales of what I think have happened, my thoughts, my theories, and what I've read about. And it's all the same. It's all the same. It's just like today. No different. This war with ISIS is no different. We got people coming in here, refugees coming in here, taking over. Respect them. What's going to happen next? We're going to start speaking Muslim because it's disrespectful for them to talk into English. You know, hey, you got to think about it. Just like the Indians had to turn over the English words, and that's that. Sign their treaties. Is that going to happen next through this war? Whatever it may be, it's still just nuts. It's crazy. It's sick. It's demented. And it's been going on for 500 years. 2016 marks the 500th year of the King Philip War. And it was nonsense then, and it's nonsense now. But just like the Indians, we have to fight for what we believe in. We have to have this to stop. Because it ain't racism. It's not. It's about a community coming from another region of the world and trying to make us change to them, trying to make us do what they do, and that's that. That's what it's all about. Change your ways for us to live here. Just like England, change your ways so we can live here. And that's exactly what happened 500 years ago. And that's what happening now, today, 2016. And they're not going to stop until we're all friggin' dead. Or we just, go into their religion, go and do what they say to do. And that's that. So, anymore, I got to get out of here. But I just wanted to show this spot. If you come out here, please show your best respects on the land site, to give your respects and show some, courtesy. There are houses around here. People live here. I'm sure they get visitors a lot around here, but until the next video, you too, out.